Morning everyone, this is Roshan saying, hope you all are doing good. This is the day 1 of Esperanza 3.0 and today we have with us Mr. Amit Patro, editor of Sikkim Express. So welcome to Inspiria Knowledge Campus.
Thank you.
And it was a very wonderful session. I'm sure everybody got a lot of things to learn. And I have been saving my questions for you. Okay. So the first thing you mentioned was media ethics, right? My first question is, what media ethics do newspaper follows when it comes to, printing and expressing their views?
The first, whatever we print, the first thing that we follow, that it's a fact.
Right, sir.
It has been distorted in no other way. It's a total fact because the most important thing for any media house is credibility. So you can only be credible if your information that you're giving is correct. We cannot take a chance to be giving disinformation. So we have to see to it that it's a fact.
Right. And for audience who don't know Mr. Patro, he's been a part of our foreign media delegation in 2010 SARC summit. So it's a very big thing. You've been with a prime minister and everything. So, and as you said, you were a young person. So what kind of experience was that? Were you excited, enthusiastic?
Yeah, it was very exciting. Not only exciting, enriching. Yeah, it was a very good learning experience where you get to travel from all the top-notch journalists of India, and you being from a very small state like Sikkim, representing the country, India, and being part of the Prime Minister's delegation. Then I was lucky to be a part of the President's delegation also to Cambodia and Laos. So, I guess you could get that opportunity because I come from a very small state, So that was it was a wonderful experience.
And so you have been part of media for more than a decade now.
Not more than a decade. It's almost 2 decades.
Okay, almost 2 decades,
2
right?
decades,
So of course you have seen everything. I mean, whatever's happening in this country, you have been basically a part of it. So how do you think things have changed? From when you started to this time we are in right now.
No, competition has really gone up, and there was a time when we could take things for granted as a newspaper. Now we can't. Initially, we were just competing with the electronic media. Then came the digital media. So competition has gone up, but competition is always better. It makes you better. It keeps you at toes, and you're always trying to deliver something better. It makes you more creative, actually.
Being the competition, people getting more and more competitive. Do you think the rate of morality is decreasing?
It is, because there's a rush, there's a haste to who will give the news first, who will break the news first. Obviously, in that rush, in that race, morality will get affected. But again, we have to balance. I said earlier, we have to balance with credibility. If in that race, if we start losing our credibility, then it will hurt us more. So what we follow as in a media, we have to be very credible, and the information has to be correct. So even if in that we are slow in the race, we are not breaking the news first, I guess we should opt for the option 2. The information is correct. That is more important.
Right. And so sir was part of our speakers. He was one of the speakers who spoke to our children today, right? My friends and everything. So what were your experience like? So interaction with young minds, and something you want to tell them. So something you want them to do in future if they go in the media line.
First of all, we don't have this habit of addressing the crowd. We are in the other side of the mic. We are not speaking. We are asking questions. So it was a good experience for me also. One of the few times when you get a chance to come and interact with students, and it was a wonderful experience for me too. What was the second part of the question you asked?
So your message to them, something you want them to do when they move ahead with this media line in future. Something you want the young generation to do, which is missing right now.
Don't study mass comm for the heck of a degree. Only if you are actually serious about it, passionate about it. These are. It's not a simple graduation. These are very professional fields. You can't become a doctor for the heck of becoming a doctor.
Right.
Unless you're passionate about it. You can't become an engineer for the heck of it. You're forced to. Whatever you study, do something if it's actually you're passionate about it. That's very important. If you are giving 100% of yours, you'll definitely excel. But if you are heart-heartedly working, your what to say, your effort to study has to come effortlessly. You cannot put effort on yourself to study on a subject, You have to be so willingly, so interested on it. It has to come effortlessly. Then only you can excel in that particular field. If you have to put effort, I आज पढ़ाई करना है, I have to study, so I'll go and study. That way you'll never excel, So whatever you do, if you're not interested, you quit. If you love painting, effortlessly, if you want to do painting, you go and do painting. If you want to do photography, go and do photography. But whatever you do it effortlessly, without putting any effort.
Yes, so that's it from my side, sir. It was lovely having you, and we are very honored to have you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.